Meeting for the Incorporated Village of Valley Stream. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. All please rise. Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Please be seated. Just so you're aware of the order of this evening's events, we are going to start with a Lions Club scholarship presentation. Also on your agenda, it mentions that the board is going to present Valley Stream South High School graduating senior Daniel Casey with a citation, recognizing him as South High School's recipient of the 2026 Community Service Award. Daniel was unable to be with us tonight, but we'd still like to include him in the minutes and have him recognized as such for his community service out of Valley Stream South High School. So we'll recognize Daniel. I'll move into the Lions Club scholarships. Then we have two public hearings and our regular board meeting. All right. At this time, who would like to join you? What officers are here besides you and Janet?
And Kitty.
Have the three of you join me at the podium, please. Okay, good evening again. So a couple of things. The Lions Club, if you're aware, can you turn this down a little bit, please? The Lions Club, if you're not aware, is a community service organization. The Lions Club International was founded in 1917, and Valley Stream's own Lions Club was founded in 1948. And I personally have been a Lion for many years. Trustee Daly, why don't you join us? Trustee Daly is also a Lion with us in the Lions Club. And I have to say, volunteerism, as you know, in the entire community, in every particular club and organization, including the fire department, the historical society, all these service organizations have tapered off. And I have to say, thankfully, through President Jim Zabata and his team, all of the officers of the Lions Club, they're reversing that. The numbers were in the 60s, back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They tapered down to as low as 12. And we're back up, what's done, about 26 now?
26, 27.
The 26, 27 now. So they've been reversing that trend, and that should be applauded and recognized. Thank the Lions. The Lions' whole purpose is to bring people together to serve, support, and strengthen the community. And part of their mission, there's multiple missions, including eyeglasses and donations, and 100% of the organization is not for profit, is given and awarded back to the community. No one's making a profit here. They're serving and giving back to the community and hopefully instilling leadership. One of the wonderful things about tonight is we have 8 young people who are pursuing a higher education. Most of you in the room know me long enough. There's very little that's more near and dear to my heart than schooling and education and teaching and learning. Whether you're an infant or a senior citizen, it's never too late to learn something new. But these 8 people are all pursuing a higher education, and the Lions Club is recognizing them with a nice citation. But more important than that, they're recognizing them with a check to help them pay for their higher education, which everybody knows is not cheap these days. So what I'm going to do, since there's 8 people, I'm going to have the Lions officers help me. And as I said, Trustee Daly and myself, we're also Lions. We're going to call up the individuals, and then I'll have the officers help me. They'll take their citations and just line up right here as they come up, and then we'll take a nice group photo. All right, so I'd like to recognize these 8 people, and please step forward when your name is called. E. Katerina, are you here? Where's E. Katerina? Come on up. Catherine, come on up.
On the top.
A is at the top, yes. Isabella, where's Isabella? Come on up. Sashlyn, can you join us, please? Where's Sashlyn? Fatima or Fatima, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Take the next one. May Jenny? I say that correctly, Jenny? No, you're correct. All right. Let me say it right. My G. Very good. Congratulations. Anthony, residential.
Come on, John. And that, very nice. Here's the letter.
So Anthony, you want to just set it up? Just stay up here in line, we're gonna have the board stand up behind us and join us. We're gonna do two, we'll do one with, so they don't run the little specs. And then we'll do another one with everybody. We're gonna do two, we're gonna do one with just first the recipients.
It's a little lopsided, everybody on that side.
Okay, that's fine. So we're just gonna do this first with the board and myself, and then we'll bring in all the lines, how's that?
Yes, that's it, ready?
Beautiful. Wait.
That's it. All right.
Okay, let's bring up the rest of the line. Anthony, how do you want to set it? Make a second row or?
Even it out.
What do you think, Anthony, guys?
All right, ready?
Hold on. There's always more. Not the first time I've done this. So a nice round of applause for the Lions. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. And for sitting for the rest of the meeting. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Good night. Good night. Good night, sir.
It's also how All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna move on with the first public hearing. Mr. Clerk, roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yeah.
trustee Thomas. Trustee Wazak.
Yeah.
Trustee Daly.
Yeah.
Mayor Fair.
Here.
Purpose of this public hearing is to consider the subdivision of village-owned property known as section 37, block 335. Lot 409, also known as 42-78 Hicks Street, including obtaining.
I'm sorry, Jay, it's 62 dash.
62-78 Hicks Street, including obtaining an abandonment of a New York State Department of Transportation easement, including payment of any and all necessary fees in connection therewith.
We have any comments from the board? Comments from the public? All right, moving right along, Mr. Clerk.
Okay, resolution 095-26 subdivision of 62-78 Hick Street. Motion.
Second. Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas. Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. Now I need a motion to close the public hearing number one and proceed to public hearing number two. Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak,
Yes.
trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. All right, we're moving into public hearing number two, Mr. Clerk, roll call.
Okay, we have trustee Tuffarelli,
Here.
trustee Thomas.
Here.
Trustee Wazak.
Here.
Trustee Daly,
Yeah.
Mayor Fair.
Here.
The purpose of this public hearing is to consider proposed local law 3-2026-A, a local law to amend the official map of the incorporated village of Valley Stream by changing a certain parcel of land known as section 37, block 335, lot 409 in a P district to the CA floating multi-dwelling district, which is also address 62-78 Hick Street. This is for senior housing development consisting of 132 units, 5-story dwelling with 112 parking spots.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public?
Yes.
Yes. Step forward. Please step forward. We do have the court reporter, so please state your name and address. And your comments.
Hi, good evening. My name is Maureen Anderson, 19 Regent Street, Valley Stream. I'm the power of attorney and healthcare proxy for my mother, Mary Flynn, a resident at Monmouth Village Senior Housing. My mother is a 96-year-old wheelchair bound, suffers from dementia and chronic medical health conditions and relies on home health aides, visiting physicians, therapists, and family caregivers. I have submitted 2 letters from her treating healthcare provider. The most recent letter specifically expressing concern that the proposed development may have a significant adverse impact on her health and well-being due to the disruption in her living environment, potential barriers to healthcare access. I would also like to add that the construction in itself, which is included in the letter, contaminants and dust, and speaking on behalf of many other residents who have potential health, that do have health concerns. I only became aware of this project in the last few days through discussions in an unofficial local Facebook community group. As my mother's advocate, I am concerned that many residents, family members, power of attorney, and healthcare proxy may not have been fully aware of this project that could directly affect vulnerable seniors. I respectfully ask the village and the board to carefully consider the impact of construction, parking, emergency access, and healthcare access on Monica Village residents. I also respectfully request that my letter and the attached physician letter be entered into public record. Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thanks very much, Maureen. As you know, we love Mary Daly. She's been on our Veterans Committee. She's on our Veterans Committee for forever. Mary's a fixture in the village. We all love and respect her and you guys very, very much. I could just make a couple of quick comments. As you know, with Monica Village, there's a 4-year waiting list for our seniors. And this project is 100% senior housing, which we, in the board's opinion, we desperately need senior housing. We're trying to keep the old cradle to grave analogy of people who want to stay, who want to sell their homes or downsize their homes. And a 4-year wait is just, it's crazy when you think about it. My own parents couldn't get into Monica Village at the time. I know you're aware of that. But I can assure you, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that they're going, and also you mentioned emergency access, and I want to forget that. You know, I've been in the fire department for 47 years. There's no way we're going to limit any kind of emergency access, ambulance, et cetera, making sure that's taken care of. And I can assure you that the developers and the contractors and the construction, under our watchful eye, are going to meet or exceed every single solitary mandate or state law that can possibly be followed, because we're aware of it. We're building this housing for seniors. The last thing we want to do is adversely affect any senior.
Right, right. And my other concern is, because again, I did, became aware of it and very busy caring for my mom, full-time job. But, I don't know if there's another way to have the seniors access any information. I don't know if many of them are on social media or
Well, what we
the
did is we
internet.
reached out to Monaco Village management, because we
Okay.
don't have access to the residents of Monaco
Right.
Village. And we shared with them, some of our thoughts, plans and ideas, and they actually are one of the bidders to expand Monaco Village onto this parking field 26.
Okay,
So the management was aware, and I guess maybe I was naive. I assumed the management knew
right.
that Monaco Village knew, and Monaco Village, also currently approves this plan, so
Okay.
that was helpful for us too.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, we appreciate
I
it.
just also like
Of
to
course.
state that the noise, the vibrations, all the dust and stuff that comes up with that is gonna be very unsustainable for all the people in Monaco Village that live on that south facing side. Because they will be in front of the construction. And as we are here speaking for Mary, Mary is directly in front of this construction. And I can almost guarantee you, the windows, the walls will be vibrating when they start building the foundation.
Wayne, just enter your name for the record so she has it.
Wayne Anderson. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Wayne, thanks. Further comments from the public?
I have a question.
Come on up, sure.
I have. Hi, John.
Joy Jimenez, Keller Street. I actually served Valley Stream for 32 years as a letter carrier.
Nice to see you again,
Thank you,
Joy.
John. My mom is in Monaco Village. The concern is this subsidized housing still or not? Because the woman we spoke with, Pam, at Monaco Village said it is not. She only told us it was 95 units and only 2 were gonna be subsidized. Is this subsidized housing?
So Tom, you want to
Is it
speak to that?
only for Valley Stream seniors? Hi, Tom.
So Tom McAleer is our deputy treasurer, community development, with the number of units, and again, it harks back to, we need senior housing. There's no doubt about it, and he could speak to that, the fact that 10% is affordable, or that number, he's more aware of that. Mr. McAleer.
It's going to be, it's not 90 units, it's going to be 124 units, 132 units. And 112 parking spots, like I said. And so so they're going for an IDA, the IDA is gonna require them to have 10% affordable. So 10% of the units will be affordable. We are in negotiations with the developer to see if they can even up that. It's not guaranteeing anything, but we are still talking to them.
So now does this, since Monaco Village is subsidized, I guess is that state or federal? Do they not have to have knowledge of what's being done and put up?
No, it's privately owned. Monaco Village is HUD. It's section 8. It's 100%.
Section 8, right?
Right.
Section 8, yes, house.
And who, I know there was 3 proposals. We got to view them and say, who decided how was that final decision made? Because the first 2 pretty much mirrored Monaco Village. And I was all for that. I figured it would fit beautifully in the community. And then, of course, the one with all the bells and whistles was chosen.
Well, we have, I'm gonna just plus.
And I know it was brought to my attention that they are getting some sort of discounted tax rate or.
So they're going, applying for an IDA and they'll get tax break from the IDA, but that's through the county or the town. But as the village is concerned, we're 100% holder. So if they owe X amount of dollars on taxes, we will be paid.
other interesting thing, Joe, while you look up that information, Tom, is right now the parking lot generates zero tax revenue, none.
Hmm.
So a lot of times, the board is always faced with properties that are coming off the tax rolls. For example, what comes to mind is a church. We had a property that was generating tax revenue that helped all of us residents. This is now a parking lot that generates zero tax dollars for us, and now the village is gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes every year from it. Aside from providing for our seniors, which is job one.
And is it gonna be like open statewide, community wise, or
They-
is
aren't they-
Valley Stream?
But, or
I mean, will Valley Stream residents get like put on a list with priority, or is it just gonna be whoever applies
priority
and
is
fits?
difficult to do, so, but we will do our best to ask them to at least go in that direction. But legally, they can't have priority.
The village is not gonna be involved in how they're,
No, it's a private entity. The village has a say in how it's being developed. You know, what it's gonna look like, the space is going to be used. At this point, because they're changing the zone, so in order to go from the P zone to the CA zone, the overlay zone, the village works with the developer on. What the aesthetics gonna be like, what the units look like, what the size of units, how many parking, so on. But once that process is done, when they build and they're open. It's private property, it's private. So they're gonna work with the village, it's not like they're like, oh, this is ours, don't tell us what to do.
right?
We do have a relationship with them.
I saw in here that, so they have to get it approved through the county also, so it's not just,
It's a town, right?
The town might gave, but the county, they're gonna go for site plan review, the Nassau County.
right?
So they'll go, the process is happening right now, they're hearing this next Wednesday, 25th.
And has any consideration been given, I know just from hearing things, there is the stream there is wildlife there. Has anyone from the wildlife community been contacted to review what's there, what's gonna happen to what's there?
Not yet. But that will happen. So
Okay.
the developer has let us know that they're gonna do everything that in their power that they can to make sure the stream looks beautiful. Their tenants are gonna be looking at it. So they're not gonna let it just go, let it go. It will. So the county takes care of it now, it'll probably look better after they're done that, what it looks like, sorry. Well, sorry for anybody works-
Sadly, I was here when Monica Village was built 56 years ago. And I remember walking over there with my dad, and it was basically a swamp. Monica Village was built, on a swamp. And it was a huge improvement. We had the same concerns then, 56 years ago. And I think Mr. Magler is correct. I think the stream is gonna only look better. We've been working on making it look better. So,
Because it is across from the Memorial Park and everything,
oh, yeah.
there's a lot of village things
We
there
love our
that stand
farms.
out.
Look at it.
The developer wants it to be successful, if it's successful, it's 100% capacity, if it's not.
Right,
then
right.
we-
And is there a way, I mean, this may be aside from this, to find out the capacity of new buildings that have been put up that are actually built? Is there
In the village itself, the
Yes.
last
yes,
projects. I would say they are from 90 to 98% occupied. The 4 buildings over the last 2 years, and there's a waiting list for the new building going up on Jamaica behind the post office. A waiting list already, and they're not gonna be open for another year.
I cringe at that.
Thank
you.
Thanks, Troy. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Further comments from the public? Step up, please. Good evening. Just state your name and address for the record, please.
Denise Riggio, 14 West Oak Street. Piggybacking on what our last speaker asked. What is the impact to Valley Stream residents in our taxes if they get approved for IDA? Because to me, if this is such a needed project, giving tax concessions for 10, 15, 20, 30 years out, always adversely impacts the schools, always adversely impacts our community. So are the schools aware?
So, as Mr. Mackler pointed out, the village is remaining 100% whole whatever the tax value happens to be. Right now, it's a parking lot, it's generating no taxes for the village whatsoever. So now that it's, when it's developed, the building could be worth, will be worth millions and millions of dollars. So we'll be generating tax revenue for the village. Now, they will be getting, or we assume they will be getting, IDA from the town of Hempstead. And again, it's 100% senior housing. So even if they're giving a reduced rate to the schools, they don't have children in the schools. So they're giving money to the schools without adding any more population to the schools.
Unless grandchildren live with their.
They can't.
Yeah,
yeah.
sure, because it's a private entity, not like entity, so it's not. a-
Well, it's studio, the studios are one bedrooms, having a school-aged grandchild move in. I guess it's possible, but I don't think you'd see dozens, maybe one or two. I mean, I'm just taking a hot shot. Most of all of the units that have been built, there were no children. We had, at the time, the numbers might be off. When Sun Valley was built, there was 4 kids added to the school.
And it's 1,600 apartments.
And millions of dollars that went to the schools. They definitely paid more than they got back in school taxes.
Sandy, do we have that analysis that can be shared with the public?
Which analysis is that?
So over time, years ago, throughout the years, there have been impacts to schools where schools are not aware that their tax revenue is going down because of the impact of these ideas.
Every building that's gone, every single building that's gone up, they, even with a pilot and with IDA, they've been paid more into the schools than they've added children to the schools. And I can say that only because I also taught for 40 years and I just recently retired, and the impact was none. They definitely got more money than they got students on every development we've had since the first one went up. When we came into office, it was approved in 2010. We came into office in 2011. And then every building since then has been positive for us.
Can you tell what school district is impacting this?
This one is 30, no, it's 24. It's gotta be 24, right? So 24 should be gaining tax revenue because it's a parking lot now and they have no tax revenue.
No,
They're gonna be gaining tax revenue and not.
From what you were talking about, I believe you're talking about the Green Acres, they were getting X. And then the X went out. Right here, they're getting nothing. 24 is getting nothing from that parcel right now.
Right.
So whatever they get, IDA or not, is a plus.
Very much hurt the school districts and the school district.
And that was it. Yeah, and that wasn't us. That was.
Unfortunately, it's out of the village.
This is something that is different. They're getting nothing right now. So they're gonna get something, whether it's a reduced rate or not, they're gonna be on the plus side with no children.
Thank you.
Thank you. Further comments from the public? Sir, I'm sorry. Step forward. Okay. Good evening. Name and address for the record, please.
John Freeze, 22 Pan Avenue,
Yes, sir.
trustees. My question partly was creek. You've answered parts of it. So I think the creek is a property. It's managed other than the village. We know I know the village cleaned it up and it's threats.
Correct.
But it's gonna remain, as I live right across
Yes.
the creek, so I'm concerned about the creek.
Yes, sir.
Remember problems with Monica and stuff when we put the cover.
I remember that. Yep.
Water. It's been rising quite a bit in the last couple of years. So that's number one. Number two, I noticed something on my block. It's an adjacent thing to this. It looks like they may be putting parking meters on Payne Avenue. That's odd that you're doing away with parking spots and putting parking meters. I'm an engineer, so I see green marks spaced from the line.
To my knowledge, we're not putting parking
That
meters
was the
there.
utility company.
Our company is doing telephone poles, so Big Safe's been all over the block
Yeah.
and doing everything. They told me that Saturday, I talked to Big Safe.
We haven't seen anything on parking, sir.
Okay, no, I just, as I said, an engineer, and I'm curious, and
No.
I see pretty marks on the curb that look like they're spaced about 10 feet or so, which would be parking spots. It's just a question, we're getting rid of parking spots, only to put meters back there.
No.
And I'd rather not have meters on my block.
To my knowledge, we haven't seen any petitions or requests for meters on your block, sir.
I'm not a fan of 5-story buildings.
Does he say it's commensurate with local properties? I think there's only 2 or 3 story where we're at.
Well, like if you look right here at this building, it's 7 stories, the building right here. I don't know what it's called anymore, the name of the building, but the one that's right here next to the Village Green, the white building is 7
Yeah.
stories.
Your green markings is sewer.
Sewer lines.
They're paint marks right at the curb.
Yeah, they go
Every,
all.
every
It's on
10
Foundation
pages.
Boulevard and painting, I saw them.
Okay, I was just curious as to whether, because I couldn't find anything on.
That was one of the things we had in the survey is where Monica Village is, and if you, when you leave tonight, the white building here, if you stand on the Jamaica Avenue, is 7 stories. And that's right, and this is 2 stories less.
Yeah, well, I know years ago it was like a 4-story thing. There was nothing above that. Seems.
Well, part of this probably driven up the 1 extra floor because putting parking underneath it so that the residents have park.
Okay, but the creek's staying
Yes.
and you're not aware of parking. on this on-
No, we're sewers.
Well,
There are no
no, I
parking
mean,
stalls.
there's paints all across the street for sewer and gas, water. I get that. I want to put the.
They
poles-
usually pick streets that we just repaved, the tear.
That's another question. Another speaker mentioned about construction equipment. The engineer that did Payan and that intersection there and the concrete work, they put a limit on that street. It's 14 miles. The whole area, if that's aware of limits.
No, they're gonna be using.
He was concerned about shaking the street because it's been cracking. With that overpass at the creek and Valley Street Boulevard.
Yeah, we just redid the overpass.
There's 2, I think.
But when I first got in office, yeah.
The engineer for that, because he was talking to the neighbors, said they were putting a limit on the street. Some of the signs have disappeared over the years. There's one on Payan that's no longer at the corner anymore. And I didn't have anybody to tell about that, kind of auxiliary, if you will, to this, but I was concerned about that, hearing that about construction equipment, and there is a weight limit on some of the streets over there.
We'll make sure it's addressed.
All right. 'cause
Great
things-
point.
Things do shake, and I
Oh, no
have cracks in my
question.
house, and sand isn't the best surfaces underneath. I know he was concerned about it, when I rebuilt all of that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when it was.
We just had an office, number of years in support of the bike runs.
15 years ago.
2011.
Yeah,
Probably ready to.
Yeah. thank you.
Place to get there. Right. It is one of the better streets in town, I'll say that.
Just the culvert that we can read it.
Yeah.
That's on that.
And no, I was there. I agree, but it's been good,
Thank you for your comments.
thank you.
Further comments from the public? Martins, did you want to say something? Step forward, name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Jack Martin, son of Harris Beach, Bertha PLLC. I represent, or we represent, the developer, the applicant, and certainly, would have, gotten here earlier and gotten up here to the podium earlier, perhaps answered some of the questions in advance. Although I do appreciate comments this morning, and certainly this afternoon, and certainly appreciate the board's responses. I do have details with regard to what we are asking the board to consider with regard to the development. We did bring part of the development team with us this evening, here to my right, along with our architects and a member of VHB Engineering who could speak to some of those issues as well. Certainly, to the extent the board has any questions, and to the extent that anyone in the public may have any questions, I'm happy to answer them as well. Just briefly speaking, some of the issues that have been brought up thus far, I can speak to the issue of impacts on local school districts. Mayor, I've done work in the past, significant work in the past in the village of Mineola, where they have approved, I guess at this point, approximately 1,500 or so housing units over the last 10 years. And we did have that discussion.
So, Michael, can you check that?
Check that. Just to make sure.
We have had that, right, one.
Thank you.
That's better.
I appreciate that. I can just speak anecdotally, but certainly the same rules would apply here. They have approximately 1,500 units that they have approved, another 500 or so that are in the pipeline to be constructed. And there was this concern about the impacts to the school district as well. I can tell you from analysis that was done there, a similar village to the village here in Valley Stream. Out of the nearly 1,500 units that are up there, there are about 12 kids going to the public schools, another 6 kids going to private schools out of all of those units. Dominguez School District has received significant revenue from all of these buildings. Each one of them did apply for a pilot, and it's important to realize when a developer does go to the IDA to apply for a pilot, the baseline for the pilot payment is the existing payments. It doesn't go below that baseline. It only goes up from there. So whether there is a structure there, whether there's a parking lot as there is here, the increase in tax revenue, not only to the village, but to each municipality, including to the school district, is clear. They will get the revenue. It will be reset, and it's always higher, in many instances, significantly higher, given the value of the property as it's developed when it comes to taxes. So that's an issue with regard to the question that came up for the IDA. With regard to the stream, critical piece, obviously, for this village, also for the developer. There are plans to landscape and maintain the areas around the stream. Certainly, it is an important feature. We understand that this property is directly across from the Village Green. It is a link between Village Green and village recreational properties further to the north. And we expect that we will continue to maintain these properties as part of this property, that the stream and the adjoining property is part of our property in perpetuity. It is a critical piece. We are mindful of it with regard to construction. We are going to screen the stream to make sure that it is maintained away from construction and is protected during construction, as is only right. And, you know, with regard to the landscaping and maintenance of that area, not only frankly, for our residents that'll be living at the property, but also for the surrounding neighborhood, it's only the right thing to do. And we are certainly aware of it. It's part of our design and certainly going to be part of our efforts going forward. With regard to access to village residents, it is our expectation that we will make this available to, on a priority basis, to village residents. You know, obviously there are rules out there that may limit our ability to do that somewhat, but we look forward to working with the village and prioritizing the village's residents. The whole idea of building senior housing, whether it's here or any other community, is to allow for people in the community to age in place. We want to make sure that residents of Valley Stream stay in Valley Stream and continue to live here, even though they may no longer have a need for a house the size that they had there. You may know this, but my youngest daughter is leaving the house this year and off to college. So that means all 4 of our girls are away, and my wife and I are similarly having similar conversations about what do we do with the house? Should we continue to stay in the house, or do we want to downsize? And that's a common discussion amongst our communities, and certainly the idea of building senior housing in downtown, across the street from the Village Green, 2 or 3 blocks away from the Long Island Railroad. And certainly meeting a need of the community is something we're looking forward to working with the village on, and certainly with Mr. McAleer as we move forward. As I mentioned, we do have renderings, elevations, site plans, and the like. We have technical expertise that we brought with us this evening, but in keeping with the village code and the idea of the CA zone and the transit, the request that we've made, the village is considering from a P zone to a CA zone. I think it really comes down to, does this fill a need for the village? One, yes. Clearly, we've heard the need for senior housing in the village, the idea that we have a parking lot that is effectively offline and can be replaced with a new building, energy efficient building that is going to provide that kind of housing for village residents, I think is a priority. 2, reinvesting in the area, maintaining that stream, making sure that it's properly landscaped and maintained. 3, public amenities, or amenities certainly for the people who are in the building with regard to certain elements, I believe the board may be considering, community rooms, gymnasiums, areas that they can actually recreate and also have rooms available for them to communicate, facilitate communication with families, including Wi-Fi technology and the like. We want to make this as seamless as possible to the extent that the board is considering and allows for this change. And lastly, this process, I think we all aware, has been in, I guess, in the works for about 4 years, maybe 5. But let's say it's 4 years. The RFP process, the 3 applications that were made, or at least submittals that were made for the board's consideration, hearings that were held here with regard to those submittals, and then subsequently further discussions and modifications over time. And so we're hopeful as we go forward that we can work with the village to allow for these renderings either to be displayed or shown, because we're happy to do so.
Those, the hearings, Mr. Martin, you know, and all the BZA and the public hearings and all that will all be at those hearings.
So whatever questions you may have, any things you may need, to the extent that our consultants, architects, engineers, and members of our design team and development team who are here can answer any questions. We're certainly available, but I think I'd like to associate our comments to the comments that have already been made here today, not only by yourself, Mr. Mayor, but by Mr. McAleer, with regard to what we believe to be a great project for the village in terms of meeting a need and actually building something that will be here for generations to come. On a side note, Monica Village, great project. I agree with everyone who spoke here today. Built 50 years ago.
6 years ago.
If you consider at the time they built it literally on the stream, Mayor, you mentioned the swamp, but if we go back and look at where Monica Village is, it's on the stream itself. The piles go right into the ground right there. This is not that. And it's a beautiful project. It's a great project. This will enhance that and certainly, I believe, be a gem for the village going forward. It'll provide tax revenue for the village. It will provide, frankly, no impact, and at worst, very minimal impact to the school district other than additional revenue for them as well. And we're looking forward to working with you and your entire village team and the community to make this happen. So I appreciate your time this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martins. All right, further comments from the public, and we're going to move into the resolutions. Yes? Yeah, of course.
I appreciate everything you said. I have a question. So a few years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, there was an effort to improve walkability and bike lanes through the community, connecting various areas that children would go. One was the pool, one was the Village Green, one was Barrett Park. So is this corridor considering at all any kind of bike path or safe passageway for, kids who are 13 and on their bikes and don't go to camp?
I don't think this affects that at all. I mean, I can't.
And it's going to be within that street.
It's in a parking lot.
Yeah, it's
there.
gonna be a park lot, so there's nowhere within that property they're gonna cross on a bike.
No, but they need access down that one way. So I'm just.
Oh, no, that's sidewalks in the street.
When
That's what I'm saying.
you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at some of the other
Yes.
buildings that have been built in other towns, like in Glenbrook, they have a huge building on the intersection by the train station. And they have a bike path before and a bike path after, and it's just sort of a mystery what you're supposed to do in between. So I know that this is a project that I hope is still being evaluated by our village.
Yes.
So I'm asking what that would mean and if just this would it be? If those two are connecting and having a conversation so that we don't end up with this dead zone in between.
Understood.
That's all.
Thank you. Let's move on with the resolutions, Mr. Clerk.
Resolution 096-26, seek for a resolution, lead agency, local law 3 2026.
Need a motion?
Move the resolution. Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes.
Resolution 097-26, secret resolution, unlisted action, local law 3-2026.
Move the resolution.
Second. Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas, trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes.
Resolution 098-26, secret resolution, negative declaration, local law 3-2026.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes.
Resolution 099-26, adopt local law 3-2026.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes.
Resolution 100-26, final action to apply the CA floating multiple dwelling district to 62-78 Hicks Street.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. This time I need a motion to close
Motion to
public
close.
hearing number 2.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Waza.
Yes.
Trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. Stephanie, thank you. Public hearings have concluded. We'll move on to the regular business meeting.
We had a rehearsal beforehand, she wanted it certain motions, she wanted to make certain motions. She was very, she used to write in, go over with us beforehand. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into the regular calendar of the Board of Trustees meeting. Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Here.
trustee Wazak, trustee Daly,
Here.
Mayor Fair.
Here.
Resolution 101-26 minutes.
Move the resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak, trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 102-26, tax cert settlement.
Move to resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak, trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 103-26, assessors petition number 3-2026.
Move the resolution. Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Wazak, trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 104-26, audit of village court records.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak,
Yes.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 105-26, annual adoption of the village investment policy.
Move the resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Wazak.
Yeah.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 106-26, annual designation of financial institutions.
Resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Wazak,
Yes.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 107-26, annual adoption of village procurement policy.
Move the resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak,
Yes.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 108-26, adopt the standardization of purchase.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas.
Yeah.
Trustee Wazak.
Yeah.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 109-26, award bid.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak.
Yeah.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 110-26, Cablevision Wi-Fi agreements.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 111-26, Pipe Logic, LMS Inc. agreement extension.
Move to resolution.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak,
No.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 112-26, Butts ticket system.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli, trustee Thomas,
Yes.
trustee Wazak,
Yeah.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 113-26, all hours energy HVAC library ductwork.
Resolution.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas.
Yeah.
Trustee Wazak.
Yeah.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 114-26, new era technology agreement for EVR switch stack replacement.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas. Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 115-26, approved contract lease agreements.
Resolution. Second.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 116-26, adopt village block party permit fee.
Move to resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak, trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 117-26, unit 3 reclassification.
Move to resolution.
Comments from the board? Comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak, trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 118-26, payment of audited vouchers.
I hereby move that the effect of audited vouchers be paid as soon as same is approved by the majority. Move to resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas,
Yeah.
trustee Wazak,
Yeah.
trustee Daly.
Yes.
Need a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Motion for to close.
Trustee Tuffarelli,
Yes.
trustee Thomas, trustee Wazak,
Yes.
trustee Daly,
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. Do we need an executive session, Counselor? It's on the schedule. We need that executive session, Jay? It's on the schedule.
No.
Okay, thank you for coming. Get home safely.
I'm just right.